Alright, hello everyone, we're back again with Welcome to EU4. We're here with Professor Thornberg.
Yay!
Yeah, and so you want to tell them what we're doing today?
Being unlucky in EU4, obviously,
Yes.
based upon this campaign so far. But we're also trying to teach all of you guys how to play.
Yes, and then more importantly, we are going to attack Morocco today.
Yay, war!
Woo! We're going to be in our own war. I'm thinking that we wait till France is smart enough to peace out, but I don't know if they will be.
I think right now I'm going to stop drilling the armies right now so we can prepare.
Yeah, that's a good idea. So you can see we hit almost 50.
Drilling.
We almost hit 50 army drill, and so you can see the bonuses there, but it's also going to decay at 0.2 per month, which is hopefully it won't decay too much, and we can use those bonuses in combat, but we'll see.
Yes, and I think declaring on Morocco, they should get access through Granada. That would be, or Portugal might even.
Yeah, we'll see.
Portugal,
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
But yeah.
We don't have favors, but we could call them in on a promise of land.
Yeah, Portugal will definitely join if we call them in on a promise of land. So you can see here we click this button, and so now it's a promise of land, and they say yeah, and there's the reasons for doing so. They have 0 for not doing it, so they're going to. And then these are all the people that are going to join against us. But I seriously think we should wait until France is done. That way we can get our war exhaustion back down to 0 before we start another war. And so,
unless France is a complete and total idiot.
Which so far they have been.
Yeah, I'm gonna unpause. So
okay, yeah, let's just hopefully.
France
while you do that, I'm gonna go over war exhaustion and so why we don't want it. Basically, you gain it by having your provinces occupied or sieged down. And then you also gain it from acquiring attrition on your armies. And so it gives you these negative modifiers depending on how far along it is, it'll increase. We gotta stabilize out here. What day is it?
You back up yet? There you go.
Yeah, okay. So yeah,
February 1st, I'm paused.
We get national unrest, we get manpower recovery, sailor recovery, shipbuilding time, recruitment time, core creation cost, which is one of the most important ones, siege ability, and goods produced modifier. Those are all negative depending on how much war exhaustion you have. So the more we have, the more negative these become. And so if we start out at 0, we'll have less at the end of the war. So it's ideal if France would peace out like now, but they're not, you know. You can unpause, by the way.
What? I have a question. We are beneath our force limits and have plenty of money per month to make and over our max manpower.
I don't know how that happened, but yeah, let's build some troops. Let's see. We already have probably too many cavalry, so let's just go with infantry.
Yeah. Oh, I remember why we stopped, because it's a 20 combat width, so we just kept 22 to be safe. But I think building
we can have two armies.
A couple more extra infantry can't hurt.
We can split it into multiple
That's
armies.
True.
So if we build like
we can build 7 more troops. I don't think we want to build all 7.
No, I think we should do like 6 or something, just to be safe for now.
Yeah.
Alright, so these are going to be 10 ducats each, monthly maintenance of 0.21, and we're going to build them in there.
I'm going to pause while you continue building those troops.
Wait, no, leave it paused.
Just kidding. I lied.
Let's see. Okay, you're good.
Unpausing. Now, Doctor, why are we still... Ooh, that's good.
I mean, it's not bad.
Why are we still building up spy network in Morocco, even though we can't fabricate on them?
We still can. But I believe spy network contributes to siege ability.
Correct.
Okay, so we got an event here.
Always helpful.
So it's a queen consort of the people. So we could lose 60 ducats, lose 15 administrative power, and then we would get consort of the people, and then we get national unrest -2 until the death of our king. Or we could just gain 5 legitimacy.
Well, we have 0 revolts
Yeah.
and not 100% legitimacy.
Yeah, and I'm not a fan of losing admin power. I'm not a fan of losing monarch power if it's avoidable.
I agree.
So let's just take the legitimacy.
Monthly. I agree.
Alright, and so another important thing that happened this month was that we can now take technology.
Hey!
And so we have 572 admin power. And if we hover over this, we can see that the cost will only be 568 admin power. So we can effectively take it now. And so we just take it by clicking on that. And you can see the bonuses here that we get for being ahead of time. And then on top of that, we get the bonuses from the tech, which means we can now build churches. And so as tech increases, we'll be able to build more buildings. And so churches are one of the first ones, and they basically just increase your taxation income. So we can see here if we want to build one. I say we build one for now.
Yeah, I agree.
So you can see in Sevilla, it'll be a monthly increase of 0.22 ducats per month. So,
No, it isn't.
I know, it says, in the list it says so. But maybe we should just go with our capital instead, just to be safe.
Yeah, because I've just granted Sevilla to the burghers, so it actually wouldn't be.
Oh, okay. That's why it went down.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, so Salamanca or Madrid or Toledo. I think Toledo's our capital, right?
Toledo is our capital. Yeah, so you should... Your capital is always safe, so...
Yeah, so let's just build it in Toledo. And so that started, and we can unpause now.
You have it paused.
Oh, I did. Sorry. I forgot. I was going over tech.
You're good.
And so, yeah, if you saw, we were
I
pretty
know.
close to Tech 4. For military. Sorry.
We'll be close for Diplo anytime now, too, so...
Yeah.
That's because we actually haven't taken Diplo support from the burghers yet.
Yeah.
Hey, there are troops.
So, yeah, we're going to merge these all for now.
Ooh, so what do we want our army composition to be?
We'll worry about it later. I think they can all be on the same tile and not... No, they can't. Okay. So we gotta move them to... Let's move them to Sevilla for now. Since it's on the port anyway, and we were gonna need our ships to transport them down to Morocco. Most likely.
Yep. Ooh,
oh, Aragon and
actually,
Naples
that's
are at
really
war.
good for us.
Yeah. So yeah, Morocco's gonna get beat up really badly. I don't think they can I don't think they can reinstate their union though. Which sucks for us. Another thing that's happening right now is that our navies are being finished.
Yay! Oh, we can take military tech now.
Yeah, so, okay. Military tech is by far probably one of the most important. Especially when it comes to war. It is the
most important in my opinion.
Yeah, but I mean, there's definitely bonuses from other ones that are also important.
Yeah.
So here we can see that by this tech, we are going to get military tactics plus 0.25, and then land morale maximum land morale by 0.5. And so people that don't take that tech yet are going to have a I guess we can drill. It's okay. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're still at war.
Anyway, people that don't have that tech will have, by default, 0.5 land morale less than we do. And so, if we engage in battle, we'll, by default, have 0.5 more than they do. And so it's just easier to destroy their armies, because once their morale's at 0, they retreat from battle. And that's just like the gist of how it works. Each tech has different bonuses. As you can see by Admin Tech 5, we get idea groups and production efficiency.
Oh, come on.
It's okay, we already got our claims.
No, but then we don't get the bonuses while at war.
I know. So if we can revoke the embargo, we're going to do that. Because it's costly if you don't do it, if you do it against a non-rival.
And we can't rival anyone because we're currently in a stupid war.
Right.
How much war exhaustion do we have?
We have 1 now, just from sitting here.
That's ridiculous.
If France gets to medium, which will probably be like in 2 months, they'll peace out instantly. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
So we'll see a peace here pretty soon. If I know anything about the game, we'll see it. If I don't, then
it doesn't matter what we do. We only have 1%.
And this whole series is kind of pointless. But you're learning stuff, so that's why you're watching, right? Yeah. So next month they should hit 20, and they will be down to medium war enthusiasm. And so when their enthusiasm's medium or low, they are more likely to make a peace offer.
We could ally Naples right now, but that would be stupid.
Let's continue improving with Navarra, because we weren't at max.
Yeah, we were.
No, we weren't. I called them back.
Okay.
We still have 83 more we can do on them.
That's true. Is there anyone else that would accept an alliance with us? Scotland?
Well, don't ally Naples, or they'll call us into their war.
I know, that's why it's stupid to ally them.
Alright, so they're down to medium now, so we should see a peace very soon. Either that, or they're taking into consideration that our war enthusiasm is high, and they'll say, let's carry it on, but I don't know what they're doing.
They're sitting around and twiddling their thumbs. That's what they're doing.
Pretty much.
There's legitimately no reason to carry on in this war. Do we want to get a claim on Clemson since we're going to be at war with them?
You might want to pause it.
Or no? Okay.
No, I say not on Clemson.
Oh, wow.
Okay, I'm caught up now.
Okay. It said you were on the same day, and then it went back and said you were over a week behind.
Yeah. I don't think we should worry about Tlemcen. We might get a mission later to continue the Reconquista if we ever finish it, because Portugal's being stupid.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so let's... I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on.
Church is finished. It's a very weird game, guys.
I'm just assuming that France can't get what they want, so they're continuing on expecting to get more war score, when in reality they could probably take everything they can get.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, we got another event here.
And cool.
Alright, so we can either gain 10 influence with the burghers, and our advisor cost would go down until 1461, 10 years from now, minus 15%. Or, well, then we also lose 20 loyalty with the other estates, nobility, and clergy. Or we lose 10 influence with the burghers, and then our global trade power goes down. We lose some army tradition, navy tradition. Let's just, oh, this is gonna be bad.
I hate that event. It's one of my least favorite events in the game.
Yeah, I mean, the advisor cost is good, but their loyalty is gonna be low, and it's gonna be low for a while, so we're gonna have some negatives.
I would do the army and navy tradition just because.
No, because there was also. Why do we have so much land given to the burghers, Nathan?
It's just 2 provinces.
They shouldn't have that much land.
I don't know. Let's revoke Murcia. There we go.
Okay.
We're good.
Yes, we're okay. So yeah, it's gonna take some time for them to gain their loyalty back. Hopefully we get some events or something, because it's gonna be rough.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, you know what, at this point I'm just gonna say let's just forget it and separate peace.
Separate peace, because the relationship with France isn't as valuable as we can't get anything. It has to be a white peace to be able to do it.
No, I know, because we don't have any war score. We don't want anything anyway.
Yeah.
But I don't think we're planning on continuing this series after we've taught you what we think is necessary for the basic knowledge of this game. Because this is a very bad, like, Castile game. If you start off this badly, you know, I mean, you could live and probably successfully continue this campaign, but it's not ideal. We're going to be a very weak Spain if we eventually form it. But, you know, we'll still be Spain, you know, and you can continue like that, but it's not ideal. Usually, you know, you'd be able to get Naples, but they somehow got their independence. France would be doing a lot better than this already. So there's a lot of negatives. You want to just peace out, Professor Thornburg?
I would, personally. I don't think our alliance with France is useful enough.
Yeah,
and we have a royal marriage, so we're going to keep the relationship spot anyway.
Nice one.
Thank you.
But I don't know. We'll see. This is going to lower their trust by 10, and trust is essential for maintaining alliances, as we'll see soon. But here is the peace screen. And if we were actually winning, we could, like, give them demands and say, hey, I want your land here, 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 etc. We could revoke cores. We could return cores if we were doing a reconquest. We could release nations. Say we want to be like, hey, you release Wales because Wales is awesome and they deserve to be independent. You can annul treaties, make them break their alliances with people, which is very useful. And you might see that later in the game. I don't know. You'll definitely see it in some of our other series, but we'll see if we get to that point in this one.
Yeah.
Other things we can do are in the treaties. We don't usually do enforced fleet basing or military access, but you can do those. You can make them give up their claims, which is useful if they have a bunch of claims on you. It only costs 20 war score. You could humiliate them, which is just basically saying your country sucks, ours is better. And then you get a bunch of power projection, which is good. Because if you have over 50, you know, you get the extra points there. Transfer trade power, which is good if you're in a wealthy trade node. I don't think we're going to use that. But like, say if you were England and you were attacking like Denmark or something, they'd have to give you all their trade power. They'd have to give you they'd give you 50% of their trade power. And then we could also do war reps, which is basically 10% of their income for 10 years, which is very good. And that is usually in a lot of peace deals. But because you can see here, we have no war score against England. We haven't sieged anything, we don't occupy anything, and we don't have any blockades. And we haven't won any battles against them. So we have 0 war score, and that is our total. So we could say, hey, we could try and say, hey, give me war reps. But they say no, because we need at least 10 war score to make demands. And our demands exceed the war score.
And that's any demands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we could like say, oh, give me some money.
You can
but
click
they
at the
won't
bottom
take
and go. Give me 13 ducats, 1 war score, and they won't accept it.
Yeah. So
negative 957 reasons.
We don't want to be in this war. No one should be in this war. It's stupid to continue it. But so we're just gonna say, hey, white peace, which means basically nothing happens, no demands are sent, and no, we don't tribute anything. So then the only downside is that France, Genoa, Switzerland, Provence, and Lorraine
pretty
will be
much the only
pissed off.
person we care about is France.
Yeah, I know. So we're just gonna do it, and then we're out of that war on the next day. Okay. That was a pain in the ass. Excuse my language, but it's true. So now our war exhaustion will tick down because we have peace. Call for peace will go away, and we will lose 0.1 per month until it hits 0. So in 20 months, we'll be at 0 war exhaustion again, and I think that's when we should start our war.
I agree.
Okay. I don't think that's gonna work, dude. Alright, yeah, they're raiding our coast because Berbers do that.
Let's see.
We're actually losing money right now. I don't know why. Oh. The nobility is pissed off at us, so we are paying more for our troops right now. Just a little bit more. But the reduced advisor cost is great. So yeah,
but we're still losing money.
Yeah, I know. But you can see war exhaustion is ticking down slowly but surely. Let's see. Our estates are still pissed off at us, and there's nothing we can do because we already pressed the buttons.
Yep.
What a very unlucky start.
Truly.
Do you want to pause it for a little bit?
Yes.
Alright, you can continue.
Okay. How close are we to our next diplomatic tech?
Well, that is one of our lowest scoring. We only make 5 per month. And that's because our king sucks. Our heir sucks even more. And hopefully we never get him, but you know. Yeah. Hopefully he dies of some flu or something. But yeah, we only make 5 per month.
Abdicate.
And so if we hover over this, we can see we would get it at this rate at November of 1453, which is over a year from now.
Hopefully we get a couple events.
Yeah, hopefully. But so far luck isn't in our favor at all.
Yeah, you were definitely right on that.
Let's see, what else can we go over right now?
That's what I was just looking at, trying to figure it out.
I could try and explain trade to you guys. Just go over that a little bit.
Yeah, that would be a good one.
Alright. So trade on top of taxation and production are the two main ways, that's all three of the main ways of producing income. And trade could be very beneficial, especially if you're in an end node, which are these nodes that have only nodes steering towards them and none going out of them. And those are Genoa, Venice, and the English Channel. So those are the best nodes in the world. But that doesn't mean you can make other nodes very wealthy as well. You can see here in Sevilla, because of all of our provinces that we have a total of 36% of the trade power in that node. We are the dominant, we are the majority. Portugal is a close second at 32%. And so we have the most power, which means we can do the most in here. So if we wanted to collect from trade, we could earn even more ducats. But right now we are steering from other places. So we get another event real quick. And this is a very easy one to determine. It's not like those other ones which are hard and require some thought. We could either lose a stability, which is not great, or we could gain one corruption, which is basically just money. What do you think, Professor?
Yeah, that's... I believe it will pay some money.
So yeah, so corruption is...
Stability is always good to have.
Yeah, corruption is one of the newer mechanics in the game, and so it gives you negative modifiers such as foreign spy detection decrease, spy network construction decrease, power costs are increased, which is bad, and then minimum autonomy is also increased. And so to lower it, we can pay for it.
We're actually just naturally...
And so here you can see there's a slider for rooting out corruption.
Which is another reason why you do it, because we're ahead of time.
Yeah. So basically we're just going to pay it off until it's 0. You can see it's decreasing by 0.15 every year. Anyway. That's a little mechanic that's newer, but it's in here.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go back to trade again. So you can choose to collect from trade from any node that you have power in and have access to. You can see here we don't have range to get into Venice or wine or any of these over here. You can see they're like kind of checkered. But that's okay because we don't have any power in any of those nodes. And so here in Sevilla we have the most, and so we could choose to collect from trade, and that would just increase the amount of money we earn here. But we can also go to other nodes that we do have power in. You can see we have 7 here in what is this, Safi, and so we are choosing to steer trade towards a certain direction. And you can see we have applied our trade power to steering 0.26 ducats into the Sevilla node, so we collect more money there. You always collect from your home node, and then you could send your merchants off to collect from other nodes, or you could send them to collect from your home node as well and gain more money. But it's usually more beneficial to steer because then you get a bonus for, I don't remember where it's under, but you do get a bonus for not collecting from trade. Do you know where that's at?
For not collecting from trade, I I don't remember.
Anyway, so we are also steering from Tunis because we have some power in there. We have 11% there as well. And so we are sending 0.23 more ducats into Sevilla. And so if you play around, you could eventually get...
Yep.
And especially if we expanded, we could easily get into the Genoa node and start making some money there. Especially if we had been lucky and gotten like Naples, and they have these, and Aragon, they have these nice ports in Genoa. These provinces of special interest. They have what does it say? Ebro estuary. They have a coastal center of trade, and then Naples has a coastal center of trade as well. And those are just really good provinces that contribute a lot of trade power, which mean you earn more money from trade.
Correct.
That's the basics of it. It gets more complicated, especially if you have more stuff to do. Right now we don't have much of a choice. We could either steer from here, or just collect here in Sevilla.
Oh, look! France took land.
Oh, is that war finally over? Finally.
And we are still allied with France.
So they're a little pissed off, I would imagine. No, they just don't. Their just trust is only 41.
Yeah, but it's okay.
It'll go back up over time. Anyway, let's check our war exhaustion. We're still close to 1. But yeah, those are the basics of trade. We'll probably get into that more in future campaigns, because especially if we're playing as bigger countries with more focus on trade, like if we ever did like Genoa or Venice, maybe even England, because they do good in the English Channel. Let's check up on Granada, see if they're still protected. Yes, they are.
So annoying.
Yes, but we can get around it. There's ways to get around things like that. So if you haven't figured it out already, we are going to go to war with Portugal,
that's why.
And they'll be on our side, and they can't join against us in a different war. What were you going to say, Professor?
It's stuff like that that you learn after playing a lot of games.
Yeah, but we're teaching you now. So if you ever do get stuck in this sort of situation, you can figure out a way to get around it and get what you want. Because that's what the game's about, getting what you want from other people.
Correct. And making it happen.
Yeah. Alright, we got another event here. And there's only one option, and Navarro's just more pissed off at us for some reason. Which is okay, because we have the max.
It's a good thing that...
In fact, when can we annex them?
And with that, I believe 4 more years?
Yeah, so after you vassalize someone, you gotta wait 10 years before you can annex them. And you do that by using Diplo power instead of admin power like you would conquering provinces, which we'll go over later once we finally do take something.
Yep.
And we will also go over annexing once we get to that point, that year, 1456. Or 65, sorry. Or no, it is 56.
No, it's...
Yeah, it's 56.
You were right.
I was.
Okay, I think once we get to this yearly tick right here, we should probably pause for today.
Is it time already?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good place to stop. So there wasn't a lot of action. We finally got out of that war with France and England. And so we showed you how to do peace deals. Not in depth because we could only white peace. We'll go more in depth later when we can actually take stuff from people. And then we taught you about trade, the basics, you know. And we'll definitely go into more depth in either this campaign once we take more land, or in future campaigns where we play as more trade-oriented countries. Other than that, it's been a pretty slow one. Not a lot of action. Apologize for that, but
yeah.
We were expecting to go to war with Morocco in this one, but that just didn't happen due to some time constraints there, and trying to lower our war exhaustion, which is still 0.71. We're pretty close. I think we can wait 8 more months.
So in the next episode, we will.
Yeah, definitely.
For sure.
Alright, yeah, so look forward to that in the next episode, and I just want to thank you guys for checking it out. Please leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. And that's going to do it for today. Thank you for watching. See you next time.
See you guys.